As we begin the last day of senior speeches, the class of 2017 would like to say thank you to Mrs. Ray for helping us find our voices and tell our stories. We are so grateful for your support and guidance. Margie Peeler has been one of the most surprising classmates that I have had the pleasure of getting to know. Upon first meeting her last year, there was one thing I remember thinking: this girl could very well be the poster child for St. Mary's. While that is very true, I have also come to know other sides to Margie's very complex character. I've seen her cry while reading The Stranger. I've heard countless jokes during creative writing, and I have witnessed just how kind-hearted and hardworking she is, both on student council and in all of her classes. I can honestly say that the class of 2017 would not be the same without Margie. So prepare yourselves for the words of wisdom that I know we'll all hear from the Margie McPeak Peeler.
I learned from my grandmother how to play double 12 dominoes. I learned from my mom how to say I love you in the most embarrassing way possible. That. I learned from Doc how to play the French horn, and I learned from Abby Schätzberg how to dance like a lobster. Some of these lessons I learned pretty fast, and some took a little bit longer. But regardless of how or when I learned these things, they will forever belong to me. Knowledge is pretty incredible that way. Once you have it, no one person can take it from you. It's inside of you, where it can't be broken or stolen. It's yours for the keeping. It takes a special kind of person to teach others, and it takes an incredibly special person to teach kids 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 35 weeks a year. As a student here, I have had the privilege of being taught by approximately 55 of these special teachers, give or take a few Mandarin subs. These teachers got me from junior kindergarten to this speech. They taught me that 1 + 1 = 2, and a few years later, they taught me advanced calculus. But more than anything else, these teachers have taught me what active love looks like. We come to our teachers empty-handed. We walk into the classroom and plop our sleep-deprived sack of bones in a chair, and then we listen, and we discuss, and we listen a little more. We absorb the words as they flow from our teachers' lips, and slowly but surely we are transformed. Every day, our teachers fill us with facts and tools and stories, all of which add an immense amount of knowledge and meaning to our lives. But why do they do this? Yes, teaching is technically their job. But is it Coach's job to eat lunch with us every day and joke around? Was it Pregnant Dunlap's job to comfort me when I came into her room hysterically crying once a week? Did Belskis have to buy a Spiradoodle? No. They don't technically have to do any of these things, but they do them anyway because they care about us. At the risk of sounding hypocritical, because I am by no means a perfect student, the next time you're in class and your mind begins to wander, think of the valuable lessons you could be missing. It might be an equation, or it might be a historical fact, but it just might be a very important life lesson subtly weaved into a class lecture. Lessons like which fish to marry and which to throw back. That crying is okay because it means that you care so much. And that subtlety is for weenies. Seniors, Over the past few months, we have had an opportunity to play teacher, to stand at this podium and take a swing at imparting knowledge on the people in these pews. And I think we've done a pretty good job. Rebecca taught us to schedule in a little time to reflect on life. Josie taught us that we're all in this together. Amy taught us the importance of a kite runner. And just yesterday, Jasmine gave us a moving lesson in astronomy. These speeches showed the student body something that I have known for a very long time, that you are wise. I know this because over the past 14 years, you have been teaching me countless lessons in laughter, in friendship, in love. No one can take these lessons from us now. They're up here for safekeeping, but I imagine they'll come in handy next year. Ironically enough, 2 days ago, I was ready to give my senior speech about how the world is an indifferent place. As I was running through my speech, I imagined reading it in front of all of you. As I looked out onto the imaginary crowd, a lump swelled in my throat, and I knew I couldn't say those words. I couldn't look you in the eyes and honestly say that for the past 14 years, you have been indifferent. This community has made me feel loved and cared for. You have surrounded me in my bad times and celebrated with me in the good ones. Whether in the classroom, on the court or field, or at this very podium, your lessons have made me feel loved, and that's knowledge I am incredibly grateful to possess. So thank you, all of you, for teaching me everything I know and for doing it with love.